I don't know if it's good or not. It's very like plain for me.
It means it tastes like shit.
We are now currently waiting on the main street so we can hop on bus number 2 all the way to Anping. That was a really short 4-kilometer bus ride to get to Anping. We have now arrived, but now we've got to walk from the bus stop to where the good food is.
Just make sure when you guys are taking the bus that you guys check Google Maps before, because the buses aren't really that frequent. So we just got a free sample of these shrimp chips. This is what one of the foods that they're known for, which is these shrimp chips. So we're gonna give it a try. Tastes really good. Not oily at all, and also very shrimpy. We've just stumbled across a really beautiful temple while we're walking down the old street, and apparently there's about 1,000 temples dotted across the whole of Tainan. So it's quite a lot of temples, so pretty much every corner that you walk through to, you'll probably spot a temple, and this one just looked really cool, so we decided to come check it out.
I absolutely love egg rolls, and here they were busy making them fresh. So excited to try. They're so good. Super light, super like crumbly, and the flavor, you take a second, but once you like just let it in your mouth, the flavor comes through, and the flavor is amazing. It's like vanilla. Oh, it's got vanilla and black sesame seeds. This is phenomenal. And it's only 25 NT for 2. So I don't know what I'm trying. It's some meat, I think. Very sweet. It reminds me of like the Hong Kong, like their version of biltong, but it's like a sweet sticky meat. Except this is like a much thicker piece than like a thin like rind. It's really nice, but it's really sweet. So it depends if you like sweet meats.
Alright.
We're not actually sure what it is. The guy said it was utan, which is fish eggs. They don't look like fish eggs. They're fish balls. Inside is really chewy. It's got a nice, got an amazing flavor though. You put like a little bit of like, it feels like a salt pepper on the exterior, and the inside of the flavor of the fish is really nice and scrumptious. This is really delicious. You should also buy this one. This one where you paid 30 NT for 5 balls.
Those are some cheap balls.
Obviously, we had to stop by and get a brown sugar milk tea. This is our favorite. This one looks more milky, but let's see what it tastes like. I've got like 20 balls in my mouth. But the brown sugar is absolutely phenomenal. You definitely have to stir it better than I did. When I first drank, I just got a sip of milk, And then 5,000 boba pearls in my mouth. And boba pearls have been sitting for a little bit, so they're a little bit soft. But besides that, the flavor of the brown sugar is phenomenal. But while we were walking along the street, we actually came across the largest temple within the Anping district, and it is called Anping Kai Tai Matsu Temple. And it's actually one of the largest temples where they have the Mazu festival that happens every 4 years. We're on a culinary experience today. We don't know what half the stuff is that we're buying, but it just looks good, so we're like, let's give it a try. From the translation, it kind of says it's like a rice cake, but I've never seen a rice cake look like this, and it's coated in brown sugar. It's like a stuffed, trying to think, the soft gooey rice. I think so, that's why they call it a rice cake. It's like glutinous inside, and then it's obviously just coated with the different flavorings that you like, and we got brown sugar. So this one is quite sweet, but the texture is quite nice if you like a little bit of soft gooey but the crispy outside.
We got a bit distracted by the squirrels while we're eating the rice cakes. They're really, really good. I've never had it before, so that was a cool surprise. You can get 2 of them for 35 NT, so it wasn't actually too bad either. Tams is getting more food. She said she wasn't going to eat lots today. That's a lie.
I'm not eating lots, I'm just snacking lots.
You only want one?
We waited, I think, like 15 minutes for 5 wheel cakes, because there's like no one by a store, but like all of them were like pre-ordered, so people ordered them, all left, and she's just making for days. I was thinking, when will we ever get out? But we got them. We got 1 of each flavor. We got 1 peanut, 1 red bean, 1 taro, 1 milk, and 1 custard. There's our 5. So it's a lot. So I'll just try 1 for now, because they're just our snacks for when we're walking. But let's see how
snacks for when we're walking. Listen to this. This is your dinner. Wow, it's a lot. It's filling.
It tastes like milk, but like sweetened milk. Yeah, it's quite nice. This one's like more gooey. The other one we had last time was like less cake.
If you guys are coming through, then go to the temple, which we did go to, and then go to the fort and the tree house before you go to the market. Otherwise you will lose track of time like we did, and then you'll probably miss the other attractions. But I think the main thing is really walking on the street though, so and trying out the different foods. I think that's why people come here.
And it's not just that. Even when we spoke to Nick's cousin, we asked her like, so what do you do in Taiwan? She says, eat.
You just eat. The activity here is eating.
So I think we got that down to a T.
Tam's got that down to a T. We're now just waiting for the bus to pick us up so we can go back, because Tams didn't bring a jacket. And
so I'm wearing Nick's.
And it's getting a little bit cold. It gets a little bit cold at night here, so we're going to go back, pick up a jacket, and if we still have energy, we're going to go through to another night market to do another activity, which is eating. Yeah, the bus is so full. Never ever been on a bus that full before, and people just kept getting on. It was crazy.
So I got my jacket and we're ready to go out and hit the streets again. We have just made it to Taiwan Road, and what's really cool is as soon as you enter, you see this really cool temple just at the entrance of the road. I don't know what it's called in Mandarin, but in English it's kind of known as like the Taiwanese hamburger. Yeah, I got the traditional one with pork belly, onion, coriander, and then the same for like the meat buns. So they use the bao outer skin, and I get to dig in. Just to put like a teaspoon of something which was sweet,
peanuts.
Peanuts, which make it sweet, but the rest of it's like savory. It's really, really delicious. I was a little thrown off by the sweetness. I was expecting it all to be savory, but it's really nice though. Could definitely have more of this. It's so delicious. It cost me 50 NT for one, and it's a fair size. So I honestly don't really know what we're eating. We just saw a restaurant that's really, really full, and everyone's having noodles. So we ordered udon noodles, and with what I have no idea, but we shall wait and see. What is that?
它好屌啊，到对面有什么？
The noodles are nice and like, can I say bouncy? It's really nice and like juicy and flavoursome. The sauce has got like this rich saltiness to it. It's really nice. I think it's like a fish broth, but it's really delicious.
And it only costed
60 NT.
And if you want the big one, it's only 75 NT. So it was actually not
Really,
too
really worth it.
Yeah, so make sure you come to this shop on Bao'an Street. Yeah, there's no sign, you're just gonna have to.
Trust us and look for the big group of people.
Yeah. It's this shop over here. So if you guys have a chance, come through to this shop.
And just next door, we are heading for dessert. So we ordered the original almond ulu. It looks like a thick, like almond milk with soybean or tofu pieces. So let's give the soup a try. It tastes like, not like an almond milk, but it's got like a vanilla essence, like flavoring to it. Okay, then let's try this. It's like a firm kind of tofu. I wouldn't say it's really sweet. It's very like natural flavored. So it's like more like earthy flavor. Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to get at. I don't know if it's good or not. It's very like plain for me.
It means it tastes like shit.
But probably you had to get it with some topping. After much deliberation, I think Nick and I have come to a conclusion of how we could describe it. We think it's like a almond flavored jelly.
It's really good. I don't know why Tams didn't really like it at first. I think she just wants everything super sweet or super savory.
Like it's a dessert, so I'd assume it to be sweet, but it's quite like a bland, natural flavor.
It tastes like almonds.
Subtle.
And
flavor.
almonds aren't supposed to be like really strong
Yeah.
in any case. So like I think it tasted perfectly fine. I would highly recommend that you try it because it's something that these guys here in Tainan are known for, I think. So give it a try. Let us know in the comments below if you think it's any good. But if you want to know where it is, like we said, it's next to the noodle place. So you definitely won't miss it. We have made it back, and wow, it's been a real too much food day.
So I would have preferred if we did a little bit more exploring, but I thoroughly enjoyed the culinary experience tour that we kind of DIY'd ourselves today.
Like I was so full before we even went to the street to eat dinner today. I don't even know why Tams convinced me to go out.
Well, I was a little bit hungry and Nick's was full, so hey, and I would technically call it our first meal, since I'd call like the noodles a meal where everything else was like snacking.
Snacking, yeah. Tam snacked all day and then says she hasn't eaten. I think this will be our last night in Tainan. We're not sure whether we'll stay another night. But I think we're going to leave tomorrow, so I'm going to do some research now so that we can figure out like how to get there, which accommodation we're going to stay at, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So that's what we're going to do now, and so that's why we're going to call it a night from here.
See you guys tomorrow.